Hello po, Sir Don. Have a blessed day. So today, I will discuss what is CBT and what is 10 Principle of CBT. So, CBT or Competency-Based Training is a training delivery approach that focuses on the development of competence in the learner as the result of the training. So what is the 10 principle of CBT? First, training is based on curriculum developed by the competency standard. So it explains that the trainer should be aware that all training activities is done towards the attainment of the assessment criteria that is set in the given curriculum. This training is based on the competency curriculum standard that is specified to those workplace that inhibit knowledge, skill, and especially the attitude during doing in the area that perform those activities. So number 2, learning are modular in its structure. The competency-based learning materials are prepared in the every competency which shall serve as the main material and guide in the training. So in this case, other training materials such as videos, computer-based training materials, and other references are needed. The CBLM usually gives direction on how these materials can be assessed and used. Number 3, training delivery is learner-centered and accommodate individualized and self-paced learning strategies. So we all know that every individual has their own characteristic and talent in life, and all training is treated as individual learners with different characteristics, learning styles, and training needs. And the session here provides varied activities, and it employs different methods of training. So trainees are being trained simultaneously on different competencies. Activities should always allow trainees to work independently or in small group with minimum supervision. Training is based on work that must be performed. Training should be and must always be based on actual industry practices. Training should provide for the simulated work environment. So number 5, training materials are directly related to the competency standard and curriculum modules. Learning materials are directly related to those standards are not available in bookstore. Should put and resources together just to produce learning materials. So learning activities that are appropriate to attain the performance learning materials. So competency standard always provide the minimum requirement of the competency. A trainer should always aim for the attainment of every criteria. Enhancement are also encouraged to all trainees. So number 6, assessment is based on the collection of evidence and performance to work to the industry. So assessment is based on the test whether the trainee is able to perform the job based on the criteria in the competency standard. So this should be done before a trainee can advance to another competency. A carefully prepared institutional evaluation tool should be done or should be used to assess the competency of the trainee. The student assists against the evidence that is based on the standard. So number 7, training is based on and of job components. So the training is better if there is interaction between the student and school. Training is based on the simulated work environment, the laboratory, and or in an actual supervised industry training and on the job training. So number 8, training program allows the recognition to the prior learning, RPL, or current competencies. Current competencies acquired through training or work experience are recognized before training through a validation process so that the trainer can provide activities that match the learning level to each trainee. Prior learning is recognized by giving them certificate of achievement. For the competencies acquired previously, data on other required skills should be carefully recorded to serve as data for planning and training activities of the particular trainee. So number 9, training allows for multiple entry and exit. Trainees depend on their performance. If the trainee is fast learner, they may learn easy and they graduate fast than others. They do not need to wait for others to be competent before he can exit either a competency or the qualification. So fast learners may graduate faster than others. There is two kind of learning regulation in the training standard and occupational skill. So training, or number 10, that the training programs are registered with UTPRAS. All programs should be registered to the Unified TVET Program Registration and Accreditation System. The UTPRAS registration assures the quality of training. So that's all po. Thank you.